to Cooking with Chrissy, and today we're going to make homemade Jello. And this is a recipe that I created myself, so let's get started. We're going to use pineapple juice today. I like pineapple's the best probably, but I've also done grape and I've also done orange, but pineapple's amazing. So we're going to shake up our pineapple juice, and this recipe calls for 3 cups of juice. It's going to make about 6 little cups like this. I put them in here and then I put them in the refrigerator in these. If you want to double the recipe, just make sure your juice is even. So what we're going to do is that 3 cups, we're going to do 1.5 and heat it, and then 1.5 in the measuring cup, and then we're going to combine the 2. So let's get started. Let's turn the oven on. Let's pour our 1.5 cups of juice into this measuring cup. Okay. Now this part is going to go in this saucepan, and we're going to just heat it up just a little bit, not to boil it or anything, just to get it warm, because I'm going to put in the Vital Proteins beef gelatin to make the Jello. And we need this to dissolve in the warm liquid, so it's not crunchy Jello. So we're going to pour the other 1.5 cups inside the measuring cup again. We're going to leave that in there. This is a super simple recipe. My daughter loves it. She's 13. Jello is probably one of her favorite foods. And I like this if I just want like a little sweet treat after dinner. It's kind of like my little dessert. So we're going to let this heat up on high heat just a little bit. Whisk it around. Doesn't take very long to get warm. I'm actually going to go ahead and put in our 1.5 tablespoons. 1.5 tablespoons. Right? Yes, 1.5. Okay. Of the beef gelatin. Vital Proteins is a pretty good brand. I like to get this one. I found this one on Amazon. So I'm actually going to put this in and then whisk while I'm putting it in so it doesn't clump. So I start a little bit. No one likes clumpy Jello. You're going to notice this to start thickening up a little bit. So you can leave it on this heat just for a few more minutes and whisk it at the same time, just so that all of that granule beef gelatin gets mixed in and disintegrates, so it doesn't feel like you're eating sandy Jello. And that's about as much time as it needs. Doesn't need a lot of time. Just needs to get warm. Top on that. And then I have the 1.5 cups that we reserved over here, the cooler liquid. Now we're going to combine the heated liquid with the cooler liquid, which is going to give us about 3 cups of liquid. Stir that together. Then we are going to, let's get this in camera, we are going to pour this liquid. That's why I do it in a measuring cup, because it's already pourable and I'm not dirtying another dish or another bowl. It's already pourable in here because my bowls won't pour very well. So we'll fill these up about halfway to 3/4, depends on how much Jello you want in each one. Then I like to put them all on a plate, bring them over to the fridge, and we refrigerate these for about 2 to 3 hours. And I'm going to come back in about 2 or 3 hours and taste test one of these guys with you. If you would like to do more, if you want to add some fat into this Jello to meet some fat requirements for the day, you can add in some grass-fed cream, about half of the half. Okay, so if we're going to leave the 1.5 cups in here, do 3/4 of a cup of cream, 3/4 of a cup of juice mixed in here in the cold section. Then do your 1.5 cups on the stove. So cut your cold liquid in half to add the cream. We don't want to add more cream, otherwise the Jello is not going to be as firm like Jello when you refrigerate it. So that's only if you want to put fat into the Jello. If you want to add fat on top, make some whipped cream with grass-fed cream and put that on top as well. So you can do the whipped cream, or you can make it like an orange creamsicle Jello as well. Whatever you like. It's up to you. Stay tuned. We're going to taste test this once it's ready. And we're back. We have finished our homemade Jello, and it's been sitting in the fridge for about 2 hours. 2 to 3 hours is all it takes to get hardened, and we have some Jello. I kind of took a little bite before I started filming. So this is the pineapple Jello we made homemade, and I just wanted to, and my daughter's kind of obsessed with mini spoons lately, so she's made me obsessed with mini spoons. So I'm going to eat my Jello with a mini spoon. So here we go. Let's taste test it. It's so good. Okay, it's so good. This is going to be my afternoon snack today. It makes a perfect afternoon snack. You can also add a scoop or two of collagen if you wanted to add that addition to this Jello. That will dissolve nicely in the warm liquid that you had the beef gelatin in. So there you go. That's our recipe for homemade Jello. Try it out. Everyone's going to love it.